This time, Robyn Brown took the earrings. However, the criminal is being held accountable for the theft instead of Mary Brown. This cannot be accepted by any member of the family because Robyn Brown is the only one who can do this job, as everyone knows everyone is now claiming that Kody Brown is involved. But in the past, Kody Brown had 4 wives, including Robyn Mary Christine and Janelle Brown. He created pendants for each of them while they were still living, although he hasn't explained the meaning of each necklace in detail. It's intriguing to learn about the shapes and meanings of those designs. In fact, it's very remarkable how accurately the different shapes and symbols depict the 4 women, each of whom has a distinct personality. Even though a lot has happened for the Browns since then, Kody was still able to express his love for all of the girls, rather than just one time, as a powerful healer. Perhaps in the future, everyone's emotions will shift, and they will be able to develop as people and become less bound by their traumatic past. Today, Robyn and Kody are at odds with Mary and Janelle over what will happen to Koyet. Past, the Brown family believed that land to be their utopia, where everyone could live in harmony in their own dwellings and still practice polygamy. That the splendor of nature with its verdant trees and peaceful pond would envelop them. Sadly, the lovely fantasy is no longer alive. Robyn and Kody are still together, but Kody has lost the trust of all 3 of his wives, as seen above. The necklaces were displayed at a Reddit topic. That leadership mission created. You don't have to visit Reddit to see the pendants. Up close, better images are included here. Kody isn't a popular man on that social media site where he openly favored Robyn. Before 3 women abandoned their spiritual relationships. In actuality, though he isn't deserving of all the criticism he receives, each of Mary, Janelle, and Christine had agency over their own lives and could have left their multiple marriages far sooner if they were unhappy. Yes, it's more complicated since kids are involved, but it wouldn't be fair to blame Kody for everything when the necklaces appeared on sister wives. Fans noticed them. She didn't like the etching, according to a Redditor on the topic, and Christine complained about her design. Back then, the bling also left some commanders feeling very underwhelmed. One of them criticized the designs because of their low-cost look. All of them resemble items that you could purchase for $10 at Hot Topic or Gadzooks in the early 2000s. Every item of jewelry was meticulously designed by Kody, but Robyn's pendant wasn't for sale. According to a Redditor who appeared to frequently raid my sister wife's closet and browses merchandise. If that's the case, Robyn had preferential treatment, even when it came to the website's inventory, and my sister wife's closet is currently in limbo. But as there is currently no evidence to support this claim, it should be regarded as conjecture. I initially assumed the designs were cheap trinkets from a gumball machine, which come in tiny plastic eggs. But after looking more closely, I started to notice some sort of beauty. It was evident to me that each piece was picked to convey a message about the admirable traits of every woman of shore that has a charming and lovely quality. I became intrigued and began looking at symbols from the Middle Ages or even earlier. This was all quite fascinating. Christine is a lively and vicious woman, and I felt that her sporadic outbursts were typically completely understandable. Kody didn't seem to want to spend time or have sex with the attractive and fiery ladies, so I felt bad for them. A wife is in a very difficult circumstance, therefore I was happy when she managed to get herself out of it. Actually, I think she's fantastic. I prefer women that have a little bit of brazen spirit, who are courageous and have a feeling of joy, or the desire to feel joy. Christine, in my opinion, is brave enough to genuinely pursue happiness in any case. As previously said, Kody, with Christine, when Robyn joined the family, was given a pendant that she didn't particularly like. It has a heart-like shape with one side polished and smooth and the other engraved to add depth and dimension. A small fairy rests with one wing visible. On the smooth side, according to Britannica, fairies have a feisty Tinkerbell charm, so I thought it was. Really interesting fairies had a slight advantage in the old myths, despite their seeming sweetness, and tranquilly not all of them were light and lovely what was originally a solemn and even evil. Traditional tradition has been biased by the prevalent contemporary portrayal of fairies in children's literature. In the past, fairies were feared as strong, dangerous creatures that may be harsh or mischievous while yet occasionally being amiable to people. I doubt that the infamous villain Kody was aware that fairies used to have sinister connotations, although Christine is the complete opposite of sinister in my opinion. She is powerful. She demonstrated a strong sense of self by pushing back against Kody more forcefully than the others. It must be stated she has also always had a mischievous streak. She is particularly fun today with David Woolley. It would be fascinating if Kody, like me, visited Britannica and was aware of the whole sinister issue, but there's no evidence that he looked for information on fairies on Google and saw what came up. We have the phoenix with Robyn, which is an intriguing and uplifting symbol in my opinion. No matter what life throws at you, one of the best ways to show the world how much you love it is to rise from the ashes. Given how devoted Kody was to Robyn, she likely felt the most at ease in their relationship. It's intriguing that he likened her to a lovely bird that conquered many obstacles. He saw Robyn in this way as a strong, resilient, and driven individual according to foundations. Christian theologians have thought about the phoenix. It has a profound spiritual and thought-provoking message. A theologian stated it should come as no surprise that early Christian authors interpreted the phoenix as a representation of Christ and his resurrection in particular, as well as of resurrection in general. Given that the bird is likened to Christ in the aforementioned passage, it is indeed a great compliment to compare Robyn to such a magnificent bird. Maybe Kody thinks Robyn is essentially angelic because he is so enamored with her that's really romantic. He frequently romanticizes his fourth wife, Robyn, and Kody both have rings by David Yurman. Despite their occasional arguments, he looks at Robyn with admiration. He looks to be dying for this love. Kody didn't seem to be particularly inspired by Mary, who frequently appeared to be at the bottom of the Brown family hierarchy. For her, there was no wild firebird, no fairy with a hint of bad girl charm was present. He decided on a version of the Clad mythology, a well-known Brown family story. The family's historical fondness for Clatter rings, which have a crown and a heart, is well-known. Love and loyalty are central to its Celtic iconography. In fact, the Latin word fidelis, which means faithful, is featured on Mary's necklace. The sentiment is beautiful, but perhaps it's searing sweet, because in my opinion Kody never showed any appreciation for Mary's mildness or her ability to continue trying to make things work year after year with extreme loyalty. To be honest, I thought it annoyed him, but maybe to a fault. She was loyal in order for Kody to lawfully WT Robyn. Mary was prepared to get a divorce. Mary gave up a lot for Kody. I hope she finds a love that is truly worth fighting for in the future. That's not inconceivable, Abel, because she's hinting at a potential romance with Brandon Stone, a new man. Although Mary veered off course during her regrettable catfishing incident, it was clear that she was feeling incredibly alone in her relationship. You can't help but feel sorry for the woman who was forced to do it and was humiliated as a result. In my opinion, Mary, who was constantly denigrated, is more like a phoenix emerging from that abyss to truly shine, worthy of a collaborative environment for those looking to boost their self-esteem. Is currently owned by Mary. Of course, the bravest and most beautiful phoenix of them all is Janelle, who lost her amazing son Garrison. She has persevered with such dignity Demonstrating to us all what it means to be kind under duress. Kody, however, selected a roots of life motive for Janelle. The tree that is rooted firmly to the ground is a good emblem. She is incredibly grounded and honest about life. At all times she isn't an overly dramatic or snobbish woman. Janelle is a blessing to the world. Flowers, some of nature's most beautiful creations, will be sold at Janelle's new company, Tea Farms.
Life
Connected
is
to Tree of Life, a Celtic emblem that symbolizes the life cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Thus, there is an element that is somewhat inspired by Phoenix. It is about the eternal, everlasting life of the spirit. Kody Brown of Sister Wives has a tender side, as evidenced by the necklaces he made for Robyn and his ex-partners, but by handing Robyn the Firebird he reveals his true feelings for her. Reverence is the key to the symbol, which is associated with Christ. Given this, it is in everyone's best interest for Kody and Robyn to live together in monogamy. After meeting his true love, Kody's heart simply could not accommodate 4 women. But given how much has happened between Robyn and Christine Brown, they aren't exactly besties anymore, and I doubt they ever will be, since they are frequently compared. We might as well compare their engagement rings as well as it. Christine's mark-wise cut solitaire design, or Robyn's upgrade ring that seems to have a larger center stone. Making a decision based on visuals is quite simple. The significance of a diamond to the giver and the recipient is more important than its size. When it comes to love, wearing jewelry is enjoyable though, and it's safe to assume that every lady cherishes her ring. It looks like Robyn received a great hunk of ice from Kody. She has been showing off both Robyn's David Yurman signet band, her right-hand ring, and in the upgrade rock. Pristine loves the distinctive setting and classic solitaire cut of her feminine engagement ring, which was designed by Sister Wives David Woolley. Although both rings are stunning, which one appears larger in terms of scale and size? Robyn's does, of course, but not by much actually. The screen capture above shows a very clear image of Christine's engagement ring from a Reddit post by the original poster. Deleted if looks like the Soli stone, and her ring weighs between 1 and 2 carats. The ring is just the right size, neither too big nor too small. It has a gorgeous Marquise cut center stone and is classy. 3 thin interlaced bars of precious metal make up its setting. Overall, the impression is attractive, feminine, and delicate for a great lady. This ring is perfect because it's a Marquise cut. It's narrow instead of round, which could make it look smaller. But it's a fairly amazing diamond that looks almost perfect and icy white. Christine's ring doesn't appear to have many obvious occlusions or faults. David seems to have gone above and above by selecting a stunning design for his true love. It's extremely attractive, but not as flashy as the rings we see on women at the Oscars or on the girlfriends and wives of ace celebrities or athletes. On the other hand, it is not lost. Robyn simultaneously displays 2 rings on Winnie Pooh's TikTok. Her David Yurman signet rings are on one hand, and the enhanced engagement ring is on the other. Kody owns a signet ring by David Yurman that matches that designer. Shield pendant is also worn by Kody. Her enhanced diamond is slightly more noticeable on her hand than Christine's because of its square shape and bolder setting. I looked for the clearest pictures so that people could truly enjoy gazing at the rings, but it was difficult to get pictures of the same proportions. Robyn has not disclosed the size of her ring, although it looks to weigh more than 2 carats. However, I discovered that Robyn's engagement ring appeared to have a larger solitaire stone after looking at numerous images of both rings online. That may be partly due to the chunkier cut, which gives it a bolder appearance, because it's often a more solid and less elegant cut. Christine's diamond has a Marquise cut, which narrows it down. Therefore, it seems that Robyn's ring has More glitter for the money. It also appears greater because of the bolder setting. However, there are other factors that affect price than diamond size, like as color and clarity. A smaller diamond may be worth more than a larger one due to minor variations in people. Grade diamonds to determine their worth. Therefore, size might not be the most important factor when it comes to the price of these rings. The lives of the sister wives stars have changed, and they are now married to different men. They are expanding out by giving up clatter rings in favor of fresh styles that reflect their current identities. As women, it has been fascinating, but occasionally heartbreaking to see Kody's wife and ex-partners deal with life following the dissolution of the family. Yes, both of these women have devoted husbands, but Janelle deserves love too, and hasn't been as fortunate as the other two after her breakup with Kody. Mars' rebound romance with Amos Andrews lasted just 4 months, but she's dabbling in dating again with Brandon. Stone, not every woman who wears the largest ring, or any band at all, is the happiest. There are many wealthy people who are unhappy. The formula is far more intricate, although Robyn appears to lead the most extravagant lifestyle. Kristen appears to be doing well as evidenced by the fact that she is listing a second property for a Brano. Mary has her worthy of company, while Janelle, who has never shown off large gems and claims to have financial difficulties, is starting up her tea farms company. Even though Robyn was the favorite wife, her life has been marked by a great deal of change and hardship. Kody, like all the other Brown women, has experienced grief, anguish, and fury. Hopefully, everyone can experience true happiness now that the dynamics of the family have changed. Mary and Janelle have love in their lives as well. Their friends and kids encourage them. Robyn Brown and Christine from Sister Wives have also found what seems to be the real deal. Greetings and welcome to my channel. To your viewers, I'm U.S.A. and I hope you're having a great day. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the video.